Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim. This channel is Kim After 50, where I talk about my life after turning 50. We talk a lot of travel on this video because travel is a huge part of my life, but we also talk about weight loss, finances, midlife pivot, growing, and all that it requires to start your life over at 50 years old. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Now listen, this video is very special to me. I've been on YouTube for 7 months. I wanted to come talk to you all about what that first 7 months has looked like, what I was able to accomplish in that 7 months, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. If you're a new YouTuber, the big question that I think you'll have, because it was my big question, was always what I was curious to hear more about, is monetization. Yes, we got monetized, and it took 6 months to get monetized. I started the channel on either November 6th or 7th, and then we hit our qualifications for monetization on May 10th. So just over 6 months to get monetized. We got our 1,000 subscribers by the 6-month mark, and then it took us a couple more weeks to go ahead and get that watch time in. Been very, very consistent on this channel over these last 7 months. I want to just share some basic stats with you and get those out of the way because I'm really, really proud of these numbers. And so I want to share that with you. Plus, if you are a new YouTuber, you may be wondering, well, what did it take to get there? So I have done, from the day I started this channel till now, 83 long form videos, 53 shorts, and I've gone live 38 times. So that is 174 videos in that 7-month period. Woo! Did it feel like work? Absolutely. I bet y'all thought I was gonna say absolutely not. Absolutely, it definitely felt like work. For those of you who don't know, I started this channel right after having gotten divorced. I was married for over 2 decades. I thought I had a plan for the rest of my life. I realized all of a sudden I did not have a plan, and I was very scared, very nervous, and feeling all the feels that you might imagine I was feeling after going through a traumatic divorce. And so this channel was kind of a passion project for me. It was a way for me to focus on something new, something I had wanted to do for years and years and years, to finally do it, to focus on it, and to create something at a time when everything else was falling apart. This channel has been such a huge blessing to me. And so I want to talk about some different areas. I broke it down into 7 categories, and I want to share those with you now. The first category is the stats that shocked me. I am not a mathematician. A calculator is my friend, but I am a numbers driven person. Like, I like to see the stats. So I'm always in the YouTube studio or the back office looking at my stats. How did this perform? How did that perform? Do they like this kind of video? Do they like that kind of video? That kind of thing. I'm really, really into that. So I wanted to share with you some of the stats that shocked me. One of the things that shocked me is it took us 6 months to get to the 1,000 subscriber point. But since then, it's only been about 5 weeks, and we've already gotten almost 800 more subscribers. That number amazes me, how it took 6 months to do something that now we may be able to end up doing it in 6 weeks or 7 weeks. That amazed me. The other thing that shocked me, and when I went back for this video to add up the number of videos I had done, I was shocked. I did not believe it. I recounted multiple times to make sure that I got the right number. I've been putting in work over here in these YouTube streets, so I was shocked by that number. The other thing that shocked me is I have 5 videos that have over 1,000 views. One of those videos is at 9.3 thousand views. What? 9.3 thousand people wanted to hear what I had to say about something. That's amazing to me. So category number 2 is going to be the high points, the moments that kept me going. The first thing that comes to my mind is, of course, getting monetized. Being divorced, I really wanted to make sure that I had additional streams of income. I needed to replace the income that was leaving our home. I also, in the divorce, got left with a debt, so I want to get that debt paid off. And so I was looking for ways to make extra income. I knew YouTube could do it, but I really didn't think it would do it this fast. So the extra income, I mean, I haven't even gotten paid by YouTube for the first time yet, but just the fact that that extra income stream has been created. Over the top excited. Number 2, I met one of my YouTube sheroes in person. In case you don't know, when I first started looking for ways that I would be able to cruise more, because I do take 2 to 3 trips, and those trips are usually cruises a month. When I was looking for a way that I could afford to do that, I ran across a channel called Poverty to Paradise. Check her out. And this wonderful lady named Linnell, who was breaking down how to get casino offers. As a non-gambler, I was a little bit leery, but what I loved about her channel is she broke it down and she broke the numbers down in a way that just made sense. And so I decided to give it a try, and I have been cruising on casino offers ever since. And so it just so happened that God orchestrated things so that she would be in New Orleans at the same time I was in New Orleans, and we got the chance to meet up, and that was amazing. I got to meet her in person and realize I liked her just as much in person as I liked her through the iPad screen. That was amazing. Then we went live together, and we got so many new subscribers in the next 24 to 48 hours following that live. Like Linnell's Poverty to Paradise, her subscribers just ran over to meet me and greet me and welcome me to YouTube and congratulate me and cheer me on. And some of you are here watching this video right now, so thank you, thank you, thank you. That was definitely a high point for me. Your comments, the comments I have received from you, I have received comments from you all telling me you booked a solo cruise because of videos that I put out, that you took a trip because of videos that I put out, that I kept you company during a hard time. Your comments mean so much to me. Okay, so I turned on my ability to get super chats and super thanks, and within a couple hours of turning that on, somebody sent me my very first super thanks, and y'all, I screamed. I was so excited. I think it was $1.99. So I'm not sure why I screamed, but it meant something to me, and I can't articulate what it meant, but it meant something. It meant that I'm in the right place. I'm doing what I should be doing. You all value what I'm doing. I still feel like that's not everything that it meant, but it meant something. And so that was a huge moment for me. And then the next day I went live to celebrate with you all that we had got monetized, and Linnell sent me a super chat. And so far that's my first and only super thanks and first and only super chat, but they were both really special moments. And of course, when I do a video and it's doing really good, I get so excited, y'all. When I see that, oh my goodness, my video got 500 views, my video got 700 views, my video got 9,000 views. Those are always huge moments for me that make me really excited. Now, the third category is the lows, right? And I asked ChatGPT to give me 7 categories to talk to you all about, and it titled this The Lows That Almost Made Me Quit. I honestly don't think any of the lows ever almost made me quit. I can't think of a time where I thought I might quit doing YouTube. I can think of a time where I thought I need to take a couple days off. But I can't think of a time that I think I really would have actually just thrown in the towel and quit. But let's talk about the lows. Every day in May. I put up a video every day in May. I don't really want to call that a low, but I can call that a struggle point, because I didn't realize what it was going to take for me to come to you with a video every day in May. A video that I felt like was quality and had good information, and a video that could bless you. Because see, one of the things I pray for this channel, and I pray for this channel every day, is that the channel be a blessing to me, but that the channel be a blessing to you. So I really want to make sure that I'm sharing good information with you, and that I'm giving you good, solid tips, and that I'm not ever leading you astray or just putting out a video just to put out a video. So in May, it was a struggle, but I'm going to also call that a high, because we did it. We got the videos put out every day in May, and one of my top most viewed videos came from that Everyday in May series. My 5 ways to cruise for free video, if you haven't already, I'll link that in the comments. Go ahead and check that out. Came from that series. And so we did some good content in May, and we got it done. Now, I can't say any of these made me quit, but I can say that I've struggled with them, and that is self-doubt. It's so funny. I did a video last week, and when I was editing it, I was like, oh my gosh, I look horrible in this video. And then I had to talk myself through that. Kim, you look like you look, put the video out. And I was just really like in my head about it. And then one of my friends called, hey, Victoria. And she said, I'm watching a video. Girl, you look so good in this video. And I was like, what video? And she said, the one you just put up. And she gave me this I love it. And I was like, what? And I told her that that was so funny because I was like, the whole time I was editing that video, I was like, just in my head and feeling like I looked horrible. And then she called, you know, anyway. So I've had moments like that where I'm like, oh my gosh, you look so big on camera. Or do I really have something of value to say? There are so many experts out there who know so much more than I do about cruising. Just in my head and self-doubt. So I can't say those things have made me want to quit, but they definitely have slowed me down at times. There have been videos that I was recording and I completely scrapped. Like I wanted to do a video about how cruising has been my therapy post-divorce, and in the middle of that recording that video, I just completely broke down crying. And I'm not gonna what is the term called? I'm not gonna trauma dump on you all, not on purpose anyway. And so I completely scrapped that video. Talking about a successful weight loss and then gaining most of that weight back in a video, and having to come, because I always want to tell y'all the truth, having to come back and be transparent with y'all and tell you all I gained most of that weight back. That was hard for me to do. There have been times where I come on YouTube and somebody has a video and they say how I got monetized in 3 weeks. And so when I was at like 4 months or 5 months and still not monetized, I would have that thought of, what am I doing wrong? But then I would like coach myself through that and be like, girl, you're doing everything right. You're doing exactly what God told you to do. So he's going to do exactly what's best for you, and just kind of talk myself through that. But again, I can't really say any of those things have made me want to quit. And then the truth is, y'all have made it easy on me. Like, I have the best viewers and subscribers. You all, there are a lot of you all who watch every single video and comment on every single video. You all encourage me, you all push me, you make suggestions. And so I really feel like I haven't had to deal with some of the meanness or ugliness that maybe some other YouTubers have had to deal with. I've had a couple of little comments here and there, but nothing major. And I just get so much love from my viewers and subscribers. And so y'all have made it easy for me. So thank you for that. Number 4 is what I've learned about myself in these 7 months. What I've learned about myself is that I am a person that shows up anyway. And I'm sometimes hard on myself because I don't get things done the way I feel they ought to be done. But going back to the previous question about things that almost made me quit, there are so many things that happen that maybe would have made another person quit, or maybe should have made me feel like I wanted to quit. But I realized that I'm a person who shows up anyway. Knock me down, I'm going to get back up and keep going. Criticize me, it may sting, but I'm going to brush it off and keep going. And I am learning to love that about myself, because I've always been very, very critical of me. And so in this season of life, I'm really working hard on learning to love myself and love all of myself. Like, everything that makes up who Kim is, learning to love that. And so, yeah, I've learned that I'm going to keep going. I'm going to show up anyway. I'm going to push through the hard times. I may cry. I may get disappointed. I may wonder why it's not happening for me as fast as it's happening for other people. But I'm going to keep showing up. I may get discouraged because a video flops. But you know what? The next day, I'm going to shoot another video. Something else I've learned is that I think I'm a good storyteller. When I was growing up, I wanted to be an author or a Supreme Court justice. Those are my 2 careers that I wanted to have. Be an author, like Maya Angelou, or a Supreme Court justice, like Thurgood Marshall. Sometimes you all tell me that I'm a good storyteller in the comments, and that is like, that just means so much to me. And I'm choosing to believe that I'm a good storyteller, and that the book that I'm working on, because I am working on a book, is going to be a blessing to other people because I know how to tell a story. I've learned that I'm okay by myself. When we first got divorced, I was so scared of being alone because I really had never been alone in my life. I had never really been alone. My whole life, I've never been single as long as I've been single right now in my entire life. And so I was scared to be alone. I was scared of what that looked like. I was scared that happiness was gone. I've learned that I'm okay being alone. In fact, I'm better than okay. These past 7 months have almost been like I'm taking a course in Kim. And this YouTube channel has been a major part of that course. And so I've learned so many things. Number 5 is what I've learned about YouTube. You all, I am still so confused about YouTube. But I can tell you this. I do think that consistency matters. I'm convinced of that. Consistency matters. Showing up, and you don't have to show up perfectly. You just have to keep showing up. And if you keep showing up, your people will find their way to you. And your people will accept the fact that you're not showing up absolutely perfectly, that you don't know how to do all the things, that you and your channel are both still a work in progress. Consistency, I think, has been so important. To be honest, I don't understand the algorithm. I can be having a video that's doing so good, like it's putting up numbers, right? Every time I check the back office, it's growing by leaps and bounds. 240 viewers, 360 viewers, 420 viewers, and it's just growing like that. And then it'll get to like 534 viewers. And then not one more view for like a day or two. And then once it does start getting views again, it's going up by like one at a time, 1 or 2. I don't understand the algorithm on YouTube. I learned that although strategy helps, authenticity wins. That I don't have all the strategy because I don't understand the algorithm. So I don't have all the strategy, but I just come on here and I share my truth with you all. I share the truth of what I'm doing. I'm sharing the truth of who I am. I'm sharing the truth of where I am in this particular moment. I'm giving you the best information I have on a subject, which for the most part is cruising or travel, that I am very passionate about. And I think that authenticity wins. There have been times when I've talked about things that were not related to cruising necessarily, like the video about me being abandoned as a newborn, or 10 things I want to do the first year after my divorce, and me sharing with you videos that I felt I needed to post. Somehow they find their way to the people that needed to see it. Before this channel, when I would hear YouTubers say, I love y'all so much, thank you for watching, the cynic in me would be like, girl, you don't even know us, how you love us? But when I tell y'all I love y'all so much, thank you for watching, I mean it with everything in me. So I learned that the YouTube love is real. Number 6, advice to new creators. Create your videos. Post your videos. They are not going to be perfect. Don't wait for perfect. Post your content. Be consistent. Show up. Don't post your video and just walk away. Engage in the comments. Challenge yourself to grow. Like when I did that every day in May, I really didn't realize I was challenging myself because I thought, oh, this will be easy. And then about 8 or 9 days into it, I realized, oh, this is not easy. But I pushed through anyway to complete the challenge. Challenge yourself to show up in ways that you have not showed up before. Do not quit before it gets good. YouTube helped improve my life way before I got monetized. And don't focus so much on the monetization that you're not seeing the other ways that YouTube is helping you to grow and be a better person and improve your skills and all of that. Start with what you have. If all you have is a smartphone, start with your smartphone. And I'm gonna say lean into what's working for you. Like at one point I was really wanting to do shorts because I had heard about how shorts bring so many new subscribers, but that wasn't really working for me. Long form content is, I kind of feel like is my sweet spot. I love getting on here and really talking about a subject and really hanging out with my people. So lean into what's working for you. And just because somebody else said do a whole bunch of shorts, if shorts are not helping you achieve what you want to achieve, then look at long form content or look at going live. Number 7 is what is next for me and the channel. So we're going to keep creating content. We're going to keep going and growing. I have a cruise on Margaritaville Islander coming up. I'm very excited about that. I'm working on a activity book called A Solo Traveler's Companion for solo travelers to take on your solo cruises with you, to keep you company, to be your companion while you're on that cruise. So I'm really excited about putting that out. I'm obsessed with creating it right now. I think that you all will love it. So I'm really excited about that. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers. So I'm just looking at continuing to grow the channel. I'm still planning my summer road trip, which, y'all, to be honest, I'm getting some cold feet about it, but we're going to push through because I've wanted to do it for years. And so I've got to do it. I've got to get it done. So that's it, y'all. Almost 2,000 subscribers. Yay, let's get there. Working on the Solo Traveler's Companion, planning out the road trip, lots of cruises planned. So I just want to go ahead and say thank you all for a fabulous 7 months. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for chatting with me in the comments. Thank you for being part of what has helped me to start my life over. So that's it. That's what I have for you all today. I will see you all on the next video. Hopefully one day at sea or somewhere else around this big, beautiful world. Bye-bye.